Crazy crowd. Yeah. I got 2 words for you, Leamington. Tacos Tony. Okay. I got a weird reaction in the foyer. I said those 2 words. One lady said, no. And someone else said, yes. So yeah, we came there today because of a very good friend said, Tacos Tony. We didn't know what he was talking about. We went there, ate, and I've already been to the bathroom once. So this is, this is good stuff. I got to tell you, I'm excited to be here. These guys are amazing, and they're very kind to let a guy from Chatham. What a coincidence, there's Chatham people here. Come and just, a couple minutes, kind of maybe try to warm you guys up a little bit. It's chilly outside, but I want to know, is there any dads here today? Any fathers? Any fathers here? Fathers, there's a few fathers. Now, sometimes you hear fathers, I'm not talking about Roman Catholic priest fathers. And is there any Catholic people here today? Just wondering, no? Welcome, good. As a non-Catholic, and I don't want to be offensive by any stretch, but as a non-Catholic, I always thought it was kind of awkward, strange that you would get family advice from someone that's never been married and doesn't have any kids. I thought it's sort of like going to a garage and the guy goes, okay, this is going to be your mechanic. He's never had a car. He's never been in a car. Probably never have. He's seen pictures of cars from the 50s. And he's from Uruguay and he smells like cheese. Go ahead. So it'd be weird. But being a father, a father, like a guy that married a woman and had some babies and a family, being a father is tough stuff, especially if you got more than one kid. You have to have more than one kid, because one kid is like a whoops, pretty much, right? Can you say that? Yeah. 3 to 5, you got to have kids like you mean it, right? 6 is ideal, because then you've already got your pallbearers and you're all set for later on. It's a bigger picture because you got to think big. But for us, as we my wife and I, as our family has grown, we've just kind of developed and gone through stages. I remember one time saying to her, what do we, do we just keep going? Do we keep trying? And, and by the way, if you're trying to have kids, don't tell people you're trying to have kids, because we know what you mean, and that's kind of gross. You see people what have you guys been up to? We're trying to have kids. Now? Just relax about that. But so I'd say to my wife, what do we do? Do we just, we're not great planners, and we have 5 kids, so I'd say, do we just keep going? She's like, yeah. What if one dies? I thought, whoa, so what do we, so we're having replacement kids? Like reinforcements, and so we kept having some reinforcements. We started off with the whoops and ended off with the whips, and we got 3 replacements in between. So it's a good team here. As time goes on, and we've got a busy house. We've got kids and pets and whatnot, and we're a Christian family, so we work really hard to meet at one table and have one meal, supper time. But it's nuts at supper time. What time's supper time at your place? About 5, 6, something like that? Are you okay? You're okay. Yeah, it's nuts. People are coming in from different angles. We have creative kids that are singing, and someone's crying, and someone's pooped their pants, and the phone is ringing. It's a phone solicitor. Everything happens at once, and it gets crazy. We need to bring it down at supper, and I say, okay, guys, who's going to give thanks for this wonderful meal? And the kids start, no, I'm going to pray. No, I want to pray. No, I'm going to pray. You said I could. You did the last 3 times. And I get to say, somebody pray. Hold hands and pray. The meal, it's really soothing. And the prayer happens. And lately, it's been our 5-year-old, one of our replacement kids, Seth. And we try to be biblical, too. We went all the way back to Genesis and said, okay, how did it work then? Well, okay, Cain kills Abel. They need to replace him, so Adam and Eve have Seth. So we came up with the name Seth as a replacement kid. Anyway, Seth, he's been praying a lot lately, so it gets to be his turn, and he's 5, like I said, so he's automatically sounds like he's from New Jersey. Everything he does. So he'll pray, and we all close our eyes and, dear Lord, thank you for the food. Thank you for this day. Please be with us now. And he grabs a cigar. And every time he says the amen, and then we hear this, she squeezed my hand. I say, oh, it's okay. People often squeeze at the amen. That's how we say, we're done. They, no, she squeezed before the amen. Just eat your food. And then we really get spiritual at that point. But, being a father of so many kids, and being basically a mediocre parent, my wife is amazing, I am mediocre at best. So being this mediocre, the TV's on a lot in our house. And you guys ever heard of Treehouse? Yeah. some people don't, some Mennonites don't have TVs, right? Is that the way that goes? I'm not Mennonite either, so I love Mennonites because Leland's taller than I am, so I have to say that I love Mennonites. But in our house, the TV's on a lot, and when you watch a lot of those kids shows, you can start to go kind of squirrely. You know, like you do a lot of forgiving. Like I'd say, okay, Dora, sure, yeah, come on in, yeah, sure. Bob the Builder, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. But I'll tell you, when I hear Caillou's voice, I just want to punch him. And it's not his fault, it's me. I'm weak. And but he has no hair still. Like Rosie has hair. You see, that's what I mean. Like I shouldn't pull it apart. It's a cartoon. You know, I grew up in the '70s, so Max and Ruby makes a lot of sense to me because it's just like in the '70s. There's no parents around. You know, Grandma would kind of pop in, sort of, everything okay? Okay, and then she's gone, and they sort of carry on. The animal shows start to drive me a little crazy because they mess my kids up for future things. Like when I was a kid, if you saw a dead smashed turtle on the road, it was kind of like, oh, gross, smashed up turtle. But nowadays, the kids are like, oh, Franklin! I can say, no, there's no backpack on him. This is a regular turtle. But we have my father-in-law's a hunter. Brings back pictures. Look at these bears we shot this year. The kids see, Little Bear's parents! Like, no. They don't have any clothes on. This is not Little Bear's parents. So the kids are all messed up, you know. But there's one last show, and I'll tell you right now, I have no trouble admitting this. I have a pass. We all have a pass, right? There's a show called In the Night Garden. Anyone ever heard of that show? No, this is not going to go well because no one's even heard of this show. But those people, they must be doing drugs, I think, because the show is so insane. It's like they're selling brain farts to people, and it's the most inane, bizarre show you can imagine. It makes our 8-year-old revert back in her speech, where she's speaking very well. All of a sudden, she watches that show, and then she's Bobby Boogie Boogie, and then we're grounding her, and it's awful. But one more time with these 2 words: Tacos Tony. Okay. Now I'm saying that because there's an after party there tonight, and it's all-you-can-eat burritos. Just talked to Reverend Mark Soto. He's the ambassador of Tacos Tony.
Oh boy.
You say who's that?
It's
You'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is James McNeil. Thanks so much for giving me some time.